Hey guys, it's Lou. How's everybody doing? I'm back to make a video. This video today is to feature some 10-inch vinyl that I have. I have a few pieces of 10-inch vinyl that have been purchased, I'd say in the last 2 or 3 years, that I really haven't had a chance to highlight in any of my other videos. And I also have a couple of LPs that I received their new releases from earlier this year, back in January, that I haven't shown in any of my other videos. I don't know if you can hear the music in the background, but I'm playing one of the 10 inches. This is by this band, First Aid Kit. For those of you that don't know this band, these are two sisters from Sweden. I think they've made about 3 LPs so far. This 10-inch is a 4-song 10-inch, which features a cover of the Paul Simon song America, or sorry, the Simon and Garfunkel song America. 4 songs on here, another song called Brother, and 2 songs from their most recent LP. Called Stay Gold. The 2 songs are Stay Gold and My Silver Lining. And if you really like female harmonies with a slight alt country tinge, very, very beautiful, 2 voices melding together, some acoustic sounds, just very, very beautiful. These guys had made, these 2 ladies had made, there's a performance on YouTube of them covering Patti Smith's Dancing Barefoot, where they actually, the performance is so touching, they actually bring Patti Smith to tears. So I highly, highly recommend First Aid Kit. And this one's America. I think this is actually still, this was a Record Store Day release that I got after Record Store Day, but it's actually still available now as a regular release. The next one is a band I've shown before, Spoon, and their cover of a song called TV Set by The Cramps. I'm not familiar with The Cramps version, but in any event, Spoon have made this song their own. If you like Spoon, then you will like this song. It's a 2-song 10-inch. Not familiar with the song on the B-side, but Spoon currently have an album out called Hot Thoughts. So if you like them, check that out as well. Something for the Christmas season, Joey Ramone, 4-song EP. There's a couple of songs here from Joey Ramone's solo album, which I highly recommend as well. I think that album's called Don't Worry About Me. There's also a version on here of the Louis Armstrong classic, What a Wonderful World. This is a 5-song EP, and 3 songs are unique to this 10-inch specifically. The next one is David Bowie. This is a 2-song 10-inch. Includes the song Sue. Both these songs are on Black Star, but they're earlier versions of the songs. They're not the versions that are found on Black Star. The song Sue, which is done with the Maria Schneider Orchestra, which is a jazz orchestra, and the song 'Tis a Pity She Was a Whore. So the versions are quite different from the versions on Black Star. Black Star featuring the jazz band from New York, Dyne McCastle. I can't remember exactly his name. I have the CD of that as well. That's a great band. But these versions are great and worthwhile having them. I got this before Black Star, because at the time we didn't know where these 2 songs were going to land. But I wasn't crazy about this version of Sue initially, but I did like 'Tis a Pity She Was a Whore, so got this more because of that. But then, as a result of playing it, I really started to get into Sue, and now I really love both songs. And it's, like I said, different from the versions on Black Star, so worthwhile getting for sure. For those of you who are fans of Luna or Galaxy 500, this is an EP 10-inch by the leader of both those bands, Dyne. Emancipated Hearts, a great 5-song EP. There's some wonderful violin on here, and it sounds quite a bit like Luna and Galaxy 500, and I actually like it more than Dean's first full-length solo album, which was produced by Jim James of My Morning Jacket. There's a production on there. It's produced well, but there's something different about the sound that makes it not sound like the usual Dyne. This sounds much more like a Galaxy 500 or a Luna type release, so I highly recommend this to those to people who like those bands. Robert Plant, his last solo album was with the band The Sensational Space Shifters, Lullaby and the Ceaseless Roar, had the song Rainbow, sort of blended a lot of different styles. There was some African influences on there, some trippier influences on there. As part of a record store day, he released this 10-inch called More Roar, which includes live versions of probably one of the best songs on the Lullaby and the Ceaseless Roar called Turn It Up. We also have Poor Howard, which is another song on there. That's a more sort of folksy, countrified song with banjo. There's also a great medley here of Whole Lotta Love, which incorporates Who Do You Love from Bo Diddley. So for fans of Led Zeppelin, Robert Plant, this is definitely a worthwhile purchase here. And this one is Mumford Sons 5-song EP 10-inch with the African singer Baba Mal and some other African musicians. I saw a performance of this song, Johannesburg, on, I believe it was Jimmy Fallon, and it was just fantastic. I was already a fan of the Mumford and Sons, not heavily into them, but I got a couple other records. But when they did this song together with the African musicians, I was like, wow, I got to get that. So this is the 5-song EP. Wish they had done a whole album, but this is very cool. Check it out on YouTube to get some samples. A couple of LPs here. First one is by the band Foxygen, and the album Hang. They released this back in January. Foxygen have 2 albums that I'm aware of before this, and maybe an EP before that. Very 70s kind of sound, a lot of orchestration on here. These guys at one time appeared to have broken up. They came out with an album called We Are the Ambassadors of the 21st Century Peace and Magic, which was excellent. Had a lot of references again to 70s and some Jagger type vocals. Some people have said that there's some Jagger type vocals on here combined with some Bowie. I hear a little bit of both, but this has got quite a variety of stuff on here, but certainly a 70s sound. Sam France and Jonathan Radu are the 2 main guys in this band, or Jonathan Rado. This is a very short EP, 32 minutes. It's an LP, 32 minutes, 8 songs, but it's quite cool. And I think if you like sort of 70s stuff, you'll dig this. Last but not least, we have the new album by The Flaming Lips, Oxy Melody. I've heard a bunch of different translations and pronunciations of that. Apparently they're Polish words meaning eyes of the young. This is heavily psychedelic. A lot of synths, ambient type textures. Nothing really sticks out as individual songs, but it certainly creates a wonderful mood throughout the LP, something that you can put on and just chill out. I have some other Flaming Lips. I don't think this is as good as those albums. Yoshimi Battles the Pink Robots, which I really like, and The Soft Bulletin, which is probably their most famous. But I do like this better than the last Flaming Lips album called The Terror. Much more accessible than that, but again, this is not going to be sort of a commercial type release. It is definitely a nice psychedelic trip. Great for just having in the background, and you know, don't have to focus too much on it, but a wonderful consistency of sound throughout the album here. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks a lot, and as usual, please make any comments. Thanks. Bye.